Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Caspersight. How the devil are you, mate? Today, we are going to be looking at a ghost investigation. Alright? A paranormal adventure in the most haunted house in England. In the UK, baby. Alright? This is going to be incredible. 30 East Street Drive. 30 East Drive. They actually made a film out of it. Let me just see the film. Yeah. So the film was When the Lights Went Out. Okay? So if you haven't seen that film, well, it's amazing. But this is the channel Ghost Theory. Alright? Make sure you go to that channel, subscribe, and do the thing. So they are going to the house that they actually made a film out of because it's the most haunted house in the UK, mate. It's crazy. One of the most haunted houses, I should say. But to make a film out of it, mate, it's got to be pretty damn freaky deaky. So, this one is called We Left Cameras Alone in the Woods. No. Doesn't say that at all. We left cameras alone in the world's most haunted house. They say it's the world. Arguably, it could be. We don't know. I mean, there was documentation about it. It was all over the newspapers. Oh, correct. They made a film out of it, all right? Did I say they made a film out of it? Anyway, here's what we found. So, I'm looking forward to it, mate, because Ghost Theory do fantastic investigations. Very good, all right? So, without further ado, diddly day, let's do this. Shh! Go on, Ghost Theory!
Hello and welcome to Ghost Theory. In this episode, we do an experiment inside 30 East Drive we don't think has ever been done before. This is something we originally did back in 2010 and has now racked up over 1.5 million views on this channel.
Come on!
We thought what better place than the most haunted house in the world, or at least the UK. Leaving cameras alone overnight and seeing what they capture without any interference from us. This episode won't be a normal length episode, as realistically we need to show all 30 hours of footage or only show parts where something happened. But ultimately, this is what 30 East Drive looks and sounds like when no one is looking.
Ooh, maximum paranormal, please! If you're reading this,
we are here
then you
at
can
30
read.
East Drive.
If you're reading this, then you can read.
And I'm going to now take you through, like a presentation, to show you what we've done downstairs, which is really awesome. Follow me. Now, it is extremely hot in here, but what we've done is we've covered all of downstairs because we're actually about to head off for dinner because Joe's a fat bastard and needs to eat again. So what we've done is we've got this camera here and we've captured the whole kitchen. I've also put like a REM pod out as well, just in case it goes off, like a little trigger object. And it's really good because we've also got a night vision light up there, which is more powerful, so we can keep the night vision sort of stronger. Again, this room is completely covered, and I bet you'll never guess how we've covered this room. We have a camera set up right here in the corner. And we've also opened that door because most of the time that door's closed and usually people get like shadowy figures and really big ghostly things go past it. But I decided to open it so that you can hopefully see that there's no one there instead of having a ghostly figure and stuff.
Okay.
And over here, you will see that this amazing camera is also set up, which is facing towards my camera, which is also facing the kitchen, which is facing the room where that camera is facing, which faces out of that door. And this also faces...
That faces me, that faces you, that faces me. This is actually the place where Ouija Brothers went, and the camera started shaking, mate. I reacted to that one. It was absolutely incredible.
Up the stairs as well, where another REM pod and a K2 is set up, so take a breath. If anything's picked up, hopefully the whole downstairs is covered. Now, because, breathe, we're going to go and have dinner, we're going to leave it all recording as it is, and that's going to be the first recording of the evening. So, off we...
The easiest content creator, like, ever. Whack your, like, just go in there for 10 minutes, whack your cameras and just fuck off for dinner, right? There you go. That's my YouTube creation.
Go, and Ghosty, if you're here, please
No, ignore them. We're ignoring you.
Yeah, we're ignoring him. Yeah.
We're not interested in any ghosts here tonight.
No.
Just do what you want. Doesn't matter. We're not even going to be here.
Beer here? Beer here.
Oh, I could do with a beer, actually.
Yeah.
That was a bump in the night, mate. So again, I'm just going to say, if you're wondering why already things are starting, he did say at the beginning, this is basically the highlights of what happened, right? Mate. What's that ticking? What are we zooming in on here? Are we supposed to be seeing something here? Is that door moving? So many people have investigated this house, right? And yeah, a lot of people don't get anything. And to be fair, it could be them upstairs banging their feet or whatever. That was a voice. Oh, well, that's them coming back, Jesus.
Thought I saw something, but probably because I'm expecting to. Sure, weird smell in here.
Why does it smell? It smells of sulphur.
Yes, it does.
And I haven't really got a strong sense of smell right now. That absolutely stinks.
Reeks.
That's apparently that's a sign of like spirits, like
That is
sulfur.
really strong.
That's awful. Holy shit. I don't know really what it smelled like before.
It would not like that, I can promise you that.
But I have barely had a sense of smell well, for a week, and then I literally just said outside, I could smell the summer. I could smell like rapeseed. It's really hot in here. Oh wow, that feels like the heating's been on in here. What the hell?
Oh wow, yeah.
See, there you go, right? Like, those pops and clanks and clicks and whatever has been going on whilst they're not in there happened right then when they were both in the room, and they both immediately turned around to hear what was going on there, right? So that tells me that the clicks and the bangs and whatever was going on whilst they weren't in there were actually going on, right? It wasn't faked. That's what I'm assuming.
No, it's in here.
Was it?
Yeah. It could just be something we've just brought in, but...
Yes.
Right, so we've just been to Tesco to get some sleeping stuff because there's nothing here. And we've come back in with our food and everything, and it stinks of sulphur, which people know that when something smells of sulphur, or room smells of sulphur, it's not a good sign.
I don't know, it's not a good sign. I just thought it was spirits. Is that bad spirits then, is it? Sulphur, if you don't know what it smells like, it's like eggy smell, right?
And then, like, we obviously haven't looked at the footage yet, but so basically what we're going to do is cook our food, then we're going to go off out to the car, just sitting there. But we are hearing stuff, and we're in here now, so I'd love to know what these cameras have picked up. At this point, we're outside on the driveway eating our din-dins. Well, we're in the car eating our din-dins, but luckily I'd actually put the Zoom recorder in front of my camera, which currently had the dodgy audio because the cable that we had it plugged into was causing the interference of the electrics. So luckily, because I had put that in front of the camera, you now can hear if anything was coming from that area rather than showing it through the camera audio.
But there is something that we caught on camera that we didn't notice at the time. If you look through the kitchen door, just in the crease, there seems to be this little black dot that floats slowly and then suddenly drops. Now, it could just be a spider or something.
What?
If you look through the kitchen door, just in the crease, there seems to be this little black dot that floats slowly and then suddenly drops. Now, it could just be a spider or something.
I don't see that.
That floats slowly and then suddenly drops.
If you look through the door in the kitchen... Did you say the kitchen?
There seems to... Didn't notice at the time. If you look through the kitchen door, just...
Through the kitchen door...
in the crease.
The crease.
There seems to be this little black dot that floats slowly and then suddenly drops. Now, it could just be a spider.
What? Tripping out, mate?
Or something, but in reality, there is nothing there that could cause that movement.
To find this strange little black blob moving down...
I've got to see this belly black blob, mate, and I can see people here trying to find it. Look, down here, people are like, what the F, what?
My camera, which currently had the dodgy audio because luckily, rather than show...
If you look through the kitchen door, just in...
For the gap he's talking about, right?
In the crease, there seems to be this little black dot that floats slowly and then suddenly drops. Now, it could just be a spider. Black dot that floats slowly and then suddenly drops. Now, it could...
Are we looking at these dots? Let me... Christ.
Seems to be this little black dot that floats slowly and then suddenly drops. Now, it could just be a spider...
Mate, I'm sorry, I don't see that. I don't see it.
Or something, but in reality, there is nothing there that could cause that movement.
To find this strange little black blob moving down, I essentially had to skim through all the footage really fast. I kind of put the playhead over really fast, move it backwards and forwards so you can see if the camera moves, or anything that's sort of happening slowly will then be sped up so much that you can see if it moves. And I noticed the little black blob move down quite slowly, and it moves slowly in real time and then drops down. But if you play it back at 25,000 times faster, or 25,000% faster than real time, you can really see just how much this does move.
Where?
But if you play it back at 25,000 times faster, or 25,000% faster than real...
Well, how did he see that in editing? Does he edit at 25,000 speed? Jesus, mate, maximum editor, please!
...time, you can really see just how much this does move.
Mate, I'm getting a little bit knocked off of this.
And then drops down. But if you play it back at 25,000 times faster, or 25,000% faster than real time, you can really see just how much this does move.
Oh, I see it now. I see it. It's this thing. It's here. Right. It's here.
Down. But if you play it back at 25,000 times faster, or 25,000% faster than real time, you can really see just how much this does move.
Tell you what, it's a great way, mate, of getting the bloody watch time up by keep people going back and back and back and back. I just don't see how he would have seen that in editing. How would you have seen that in editing? Unless you skip forward and you notice a black dot just goes down. I don't know. That's what I'm saying, mate. This is what I'm saying. Like, that doesn't happen in my house, right? This is what I'm saying. This doesn't happen in my house. Like, if I just sat in my lounge, for example, and just listened in silence, I wouldn't hear that stuff. Like, that doesn't happen, okay? So why does this stuff happen in this house? That's what sometimes makes me think there must be something paranormal. It's tough because I don't really believe in it. But who am I to say? Who am I? I'm just me. Just because I can't see it. Oh, mate, I'm so. I wish I could just make my mind up about this shit. Imagine living there, mate, and hearing that shit going on every night when you're trying to sleep. Oh, Christ, that freaked me out a bit.
There's no sulphur smell.
No, it just smells like your
Basement.
Well, and my food.
Just smells normal now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, let's stop everything recording and let's actually see what the hell has happened.
Yeah.
We've had a slight issue That's a slight issue. It's quite a big issue, to be honest. A third of the footage is buzzing. I don't mean that in a way of it's incredible. I mean, literally, it sounds like a beehive. It's very irritating.
Yeah.
But it has actually captured the audio as well. So if I just play, so this section, this is from my camera. You'll hear that it has actually captured audio as well. You hear the car in the distance.
That's the car, yeah.
So I'm going to mute that.
Well, that's very strange, isn't it?
And just play the audio from the other two. And what we can do is use the waveforms to see where something happens. So I'm actually going to change this to just audio, push that like that. We're really interested in what we can hear for now, because we're not going to sit through and look at every single second of footage to see what we can see. So there's a spike here. So that is on this footage. Sounds like something clicks the actual camera, but it could just be settling. But
yeah.
I hate working with a laptop with the fingers and the sliders. I much prefer a mouse.
There's another little spike here. It's quite loud. I don't know what.
Where is that loudest?
It's loudest on the kitchen camera. It sounds like it's coming from the centre as well, which is interesting. So I was thinking, first of all, maybe that's something to do with the fridge or something.
It could be. Also sounds like
I am recording.
Like a marble or something.
It sounds to me like on this was coming from the right, which is interesting. There's another click on the kitchen camera. Oh, ooh.
That's...
It sounds very similar to the first one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You can tell, I think what they're doing there, I mean, obviously it's a different perspective in investigation, right? It's almost like real-time investigation. But what they're showing here, I suppose, is raw sound, right? Because you can see by the sound waves that it's not been edited in, right? Like, you're not going to a sound bank or whatever software you can buy, loyalty free, and get sound effects and put it in post production. They're showing you right now that, look, this is happening because you can see it in the sound waves. It's not been added in. I think that's what they're saying. Maybe maybe that's why they're doing it.
So that one and this one. No, they are different.
They are.
One's higher pitched. There's a lot of little clicks and things, actually. What is that?
Yeah, that's a loud one. Oh, mate, that's a proper thud. That's what I'm saying.
What the fuck is that?
Mate, imagine hearing that. Legit, right? And yes, like, you could say, oh, they're upstairs. Like, well, mate, there could be loads of possibilities, but on the grand scheme of things, it doesn't look like it. And they're seeing sound, right, on the sound waves, and that is a weird bloody bang, mate. Was it these guys that had that bloody huge thud in a hotel once, and I thought it might have been a radiator? Was it these guys? This is crazy, man.
That's a door.
Oh.
I'm going to play it on mine.
Holy fuck!
Hang on, let me play that on each individual camera. So that's on this camera. It's going to be buzzy. Right. Okay.
So it's not upstairs?
No, hang on, this could prove a good point here. Because
I quite
now
like
if I
this.
play that on the kitchen, because that looks very loud on the waveform in the kitchen.
That almost sounds exactly the same.
A lot of people say that it's next door making noises. That's a lot louder on the camera that's further away from... Bear in mind, they know we're not here as well. As usual, it's when you get into the edit that a lot of things can come to light. Now, at the time, we really did think that we'd capture something very loud. And the fact that it's coming from the opposite side of the house to where it's attached to next door means it kind of would have got rid of any rumours of it being next door, and it's something actually within the house. Now, if you pair up the footage of the Osmo cameras with us in the car, you can actually tell that that sound is simply us just getting out of the car and shutting the doors.
Oh, fucking hell! All that time!
It happens in most of the footage that we've done, because when we go outside, you can hear us shut the door to get in the car, then open and close the door to get back out. So it's always in the beginning and the end of all the times that we left the cameras in there.
God damn it! It's what I'm saying, man. It's just like, oh god, it's like a roller coaster of, I start to sort of believe in it a little bit, you know? It's like, imagine my belief in the paranormal like an equalizer, right? It's constantly doing that. It's like, like I was thinking, mate, there's got to be something there, like maybe because they're clearly not upstairs, and this is clearly a bang. And why would they look into this? Like, why they investigate so much in depth, and they're genuinely looking like terrified and concerned and curious, and then it's the fucking door slamming. So now my equalizer's just gone down.
Can you just say it's a ghost?
It's a ghost. It's definitely a ghost.
Yeah, I'm recording right now.
But I suppose it does show that they are legitimately trying to find out what things are, right? It's gotta be. Fucking hell.
That's recording. Alright, let's just leave that now.
Okay.
That's done. And they've all been plugged in. So they've all got plenty of battery life.
Yeah.
It's all unplugged. So we shouldn't get any more annoying buzzing.
You got your night vision on?
Leave the light on.
Oh yeah, alright then.
Jesus. Maximum squeaky stairs, please! That sounds like next door.
Right, yeah, we've just come back in. It's fucking freezing out there, so we're going to have to basically stay in here now, go to bed. We were going to transfer the footage, but I thought actually we're just going to end up spending too long transferring it.
Yeah, it's going to take way too long.
So we just need to keep recording. I need to go to bed, because I'm absolutely knackered. There is a cat ball, whatever that is, a ping pong ball. If we hear a ping pong ball...
Yeah. I don't remember moving anything at all. I don't remember that at all.
No.
Really, really don't.
But, well, we didn't put it there. We might have kicked it, but
yeah.
Let's go turn off the other camera.
What with the ping pong? Is that sort of like, so, like you put it on the top of the stairs and you would hear it ping, 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 ping?
This has low battery.
What?
This has low battery.
Look, it was plugged in for... It's had low, it's been plugged in. Okay. Before we left the cameras alone while we slept, we wanted to experiment by doing an investigation ourselves to see if it would make any difference or not actually calling out beforehand.
Demon! Show yourself! I don't actually mean that. Like, I'm doing it for the cameras. If you don't... Like, don't... Okay, whatever.
Why do I suddenly feel compelled to be down here?
Yeah.
Imagine trying to stealth that house.
Oh, fuck me. Do you know what I've just noticed? I think.
What?
It might have been my imagination. There's light in that room.
Yeah, because the camera's on.
Yeah, but it was brighter and then it's turned off. Is that the motion sensor camera? Has the motion sensor camera picked up movement, or is it just my eyes now playing tricks on me? Is that camera running? Oh no, we haven't got that camera doing anything. But that's still on.
Fuck. That's still on, yeah. You here with us?
Oh yeah, it is just the different things coming up on the screen.
Right, okay.
It's changing how bright it is in here.
Do you want to flip the screen? Was that you?
See, it seems like they genuinely notice things. They genuinely try to investigate. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just... man, something's up with this house. I just think that...
You throwing things earlier. Would you like us to leave?
I was in that corner.
I can hear like rumbling or something.
What?
Something clicked in that corner. It wasn't the camera. The camera doesn't make a noise.
Are the previous owners here? It will not answer.
No. It doesn't like being spoken to or asked for things.
No.
We've probably seen more activity in this place without being here than the last 100 people combined. It's just happened again. I don't know what that is. I don't think it's just happened again. Being here than the last 100 people combined. It's just happened again. Being here than the last 100 people combined. It's just happened again.
I did hear a little bit.
Than the last 100 people combined. It's just happened again. I don't know what that is. I don't think the lights make a sound when they come on or turn off.
What I want is one of those like thuds or bangs or something right in the room while they're there, right? Do you remember the Sam and Colby video, right? When these two guys were, well, the boy and girl were holding hands and they could hear tapping, right? And there's this whole bloody thing about it, some hoo-ha that it was all fake and stuff. He was clicking with... He was stamping his toe or something, clicking his toe, like maximum strong toe, please. Yeah, like anyway, I don't know. It turns out that it was fake or something like that. I can't remember. But it would be great if something like that happened, where they were literally there recording and something just goes dunk 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 right next to them, right on them, or something like that.
It won't even come back on.
This is what I'm saying.
Fuck me, there's a chair there.
Did you hear that?
Yep.
Like he genuinely jumped. Then you don't jump like that when you're faking shit.
Fuck me, there's a chair there.
Did you hear that?
Yep. That was the same sound that
He's
was
on
captured
edge.
on the
He's
cameras
on the
earlier.
edge. But I suppose when you're in a location like that, and it's renowned to be like literally the most haunted place in England, or if not the world, whatever, your senses are going to be heightened. And I'm probably going to go back on a little bit of what I said earlier, but my house doesn't make sounds, but houses do make sounds. I'm not going to say they just do not. That's it. Isn't like, you know, because of heat, temperature drops and stuff like that, houses contract, expand, you know, these things happen. So I get why he's jumpy.
Yeah. Is that the fridge again?
It sounds like it's coming from that room with the chair in. We are crashing hard.
Yeah, we just had to stop for 5 minutes because I feel really dizzy.
He needs more food again.
Noises earlier, they were happening through here. Hello?
Do you hear those little high-pitched squeaks?
Yeah.
My light's just gone, I think. Yeah.
Good. Completely running out.
That's a coal house, or like a coal room, I think. That's years ago they just put their coal in there.
It's gone quiet. Would help if I turned on my mic.
We're doing good today, aren't we?
Yeah. There's noises happening.
Is it?
Are you here? Are you upstairs? What was that just then?
Something upstairs.
As soon as I said that.
Yeah.
You're upstairs. Can you turn the light on?
Imagine that. That'd be epic.
There's the fucking noises. There's a spirit with us now, isn't there? I'm drawn back upstairs.
I don't know why, yeah, it's weird.
Following it, mate.
Oh god, I don't like it right now up here. Hello? You just heard that?
Yeah. Obviously in the room that I'm sleeping in.
You're like, this is the room I've heard all the noises.
Good.
Do you like this room?
You like? That bed looks like it's on his last legs, mate. Look at it.
Are you able to throw something in this room?
I actually hired this place, right? I hired it. I paid for it when I was doing my investigations with Mace. And then we came to the end and we decided to stop doing it. And I got a refund. But what they did say is they said, make sure that I think you have to park down the road. Because if you park in front of the house or on the drive, kids along the street know that somebody's investigating in there. And what they'll do is they'll throw stones on the windows and things like that. It's crazy, isn't it? I mean, imagine living and this thing, right, is booked like throughout the week, every week. I had to book it. I think it was like 6 months in advance. It's crazy, man. So it's just, imagine being across the road from it, always seeing lights shining around and stuff at night, all the time, every single night. It's crazy.
Why are you here?
I'm not, mate. I said I had to cancel it, so. That's a spooky ass room, though. That really is a spooky ass room. Look at the paper hanging off the wall. This shit up here as well. This like, I think this is like polystyrene type stuff going up on here.
Hello?
It's just weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nothing ever seems to happen on command here. Whoever's here, can you try and spend the night in this room?
Great, thanks.
I think it'd be really, really awesome if you could spend the night in this bed.
In this bed. If you're the succubus.
Can you copy me?
Sounds like a solid wall as well. Old building.
So always when you're just not asking or looking for it.
Mm.
Which is what makes me a little bit creeped out about just going to bed.
I'm not going to sleep, that's the problem. I'm not going to sleep. But we can't drive home like this either.
No.
I gotta be honest with you. I wouldn't like sleeping in there. I mean, you know me. I would ramble it, okay? But I wouldn't feel comfortable. And I even remember when I booked it, they were like, you know, please bring your own bedding, I think it says, and stuff like that. And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to fucking sleep in there, man. Like, this is what tells me that I'm not a full-on disbeliever in it all, because otherwise I'd be like, yeah, fuck it. I'd be like quite happy to, you know, sleep in there. Like, I would be on the edge of glory, you know? I wouldn't be comfortable. But of course, I would ramble it because I'm a professional.
Question is, are you going to do anything tonight to make us regret staying?
I'm sorry, but he just looked straight from Harry Potter. He's got to, like, he must have been at least an extra in Harry Potter.
I think we need to go to bed and see what happens again.
Yeah.
And
well, hopefully I'll just be so tired to sleep that I won't even notice anything happen anyway.
Oh no, I'll wake you. If something
Just don't. What's the point? Just leave me alone.
Just levitate with your face stuck in the ceiling or something.
I'm just like
Like,
pinned up against the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
Just fuck off and sleep. Good. I'm done.
If it wasn't for those sounds that we heard, I would be absolutely fine here tonight. To be honest though, it's more fun when it's a little bit scary. Apart from when you're sleeping there, like I am now.
Right. Other than the fact that it's like 4 million degrees in here, this isn't actually too bad.
4 million degrees.
We have no idea what we've captured on the cameras in the last sort of however long it's been. I can actually hear outside quite a lot, which is quite comforting actually. But I'm just going to try and close my eyes, actually get some sleep. I'm not going to go underneath the blanket for a while because it is, I've told you before, really bloody hot. Unnecessary update 309. All I can hear is next door's fucking pond just bubbling. Sounds like I'm living in a fridge, but oh. The chances of me sleeping through this is almost zero. But anyway, if anything happens, I shall be sure to come back to you.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I remember thinking. I thought, if I've got I think it's in Sheffield. I can't remember. I know my I'm sure it is. But I remember thinking, I'm going to drive there. I'm going to sleep there, but I ain't going to get a wink of sleep, and I've got to drive back. So I was toying with the idea of just getting a hotel. What was that? Mate, that sounds like somebody coming up the bloody stairs. Mate, that's coming. Run!
You can distinctly hear these footsteps going up the stairs. Now, it didn't set off the REM pod, so it didn't alert us. You hear it just go the one way, it never came back down the stairs. It's almost as if it stopped at the top of the stairs and just stared at us the whole night.
Oh.
We did it. I feel like utter shit now.
Yeah.
I felt utter shit last night, and now I feel like utterly worse shit now than I did last night.
It was a weird night's sleep. There were a few knocks and creaks, but nothing really happened overnight, did it?
I wouldn't know, I was just dead.
Yeah.
I actually died before I went to bed. But it is it's not actually, it's technically the morning. It's nice sunny day today, by the looks of it. So, they go off and do another investigation.
Oh.
We could do, actually. There is a lot of stuff up here.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, the bin. We've got to put the bin out. Yeah.
Oh, it's lovely out. Oh, it's a lovely day. Right then, Geraldine. There we go. There we go.
Yeah. Now, we went in with an open mind to this location because we know all the stories about it. We know all the negative views and also the positives. Negatives being the fact that it could be next door making noises to make it seem like it's more haunted than it really is, and also the fact that it's just a money-making scheme. And the positives being that no, things really do happen. It's just you have to be there for a certain amount of time and do it in a certain way. Now, we left cameras running, and most of the night we caught absolutely nothing. That's just how investigating goes. But then, right towards the end, when we're asleep, unknowingly as well, which is creepy, these footsteps were so distinct. But I can't really explain it too much. I don't know if it's paranormal, can't prove if it's paranormal, but it's very frightening to discover that at the end of the investigation when we go back and analyse all the footage.
I don't know how... I'm trying to play devil's advocate here, right? Because you know me, I will try to think of the more logical, scientific approach to things, right? Again, like heat, changes and makes the stairs creak and stuff like that. But that blatantly sounded like footsteps. I don't know how you can say that's not paranormal. If you two are definitely asleep and nobody's coming through that front door, which you've got cameras everywhere, and you're hearing footsteps going up the stairs, I don't know what I could think like otherwise. I'd be like, what could that be? If I did an investigation and I slept there and I knew that I was on my own and I heard footsteps like that on my audio, that would be like, I would never forget that moment. And the next time I did a video about the paranormal, I definitely think that I would believe in the paranormal more. I definitely would, because I'd remember that moment. Right? I'd be like, yeah, this is freaky. And I can't explain that. So if somebody said to me, Ben, do you believe in the paranormal? Do you believe in ghosts, I should say? Because paranormal, I sort of do. Like, I know that there's weird shit going on in the world, right? But ghosts, somebody said, Ben, do you believe in ghosts? I would say, like, I don't think so, no. But I do remember when I was in 30 East Drive and I was all on my own and I literally heard footsteps going up the stairs. I can't explain that. That's the sort of thing I would say, But you couldn't, you can't, what else would it be? Right? So that is legit steps. Yes, it could be put in afterwards in post. Like they could literally walk up the steps, record that sound, and then put that over the audio in editing whilst they're asleep, while it looks like they're asleep. They could do that, right? But if that happened to me, mate, I'd be like, I'm starting to believe. I believe!
The thing with 30's Drive, if for some reason it does just claw you back in, there's something about it that makes you want to go back there. There's got a vibe about it that no other permission location really has. Now, there's been this thing about, is the energy in 30's Drive just dying off slowly? And I think potentially, I've never been there 15 years ago. We've only done it twice within the last couple of years. But some of the evidence maybe captured all that time ago is a lot more incredible than now, especially with the original family living in there and the things that they had happen. Those stories are insane compared to things that we've ever seen or anyone we've seen has ever captured. But the things that we did capture, considering it's only one night, it is quite impressive, really. I mean, a lot of the taps and bangs can possibly be explained, but then there's the little black dot. I don't have a clue what that is. There's also the walking up the stairs and just staring at us. I mean, is that what it's become? It's not necessarily the craziest, most paranormally active place in the world anymore, but there still feels like there is potential for something to still be there.
I have actually heard that theory, where you can zap the energy out of a house. Like the scientific approach to spirits is when you die, because obviously your body has electrical impulses, right? Your body has electric in it. When you die, that electric is dispersed and it has to go somewhere, right? So is that the energy that's over time can sometimes just get sort of zapped? I don't know. That was a bloody good investigation, though. Really good. Not a lot happened, but I just liked how they investigated, how it's paced. Really good, as always, with Ghost Theory. So, there you go, guys. That was Ghost Theory. What do you reckon, mate? Would you Rambo 30 East Drive? Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please make sure you subscribe to my channel because we do this a lot. We look at the top 5 ghost paranormals, compilation videos. We look at aliens, UFOs, weird and wonderful. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
the merch at Caspersight.com. Just Rambo it.